Here's the difference between my DRSO and my old CRSP. Both of them are variants of each other. They got the same appearance, talk the same names, but spelled differently. But one thing that makes them different from each other is their personality. Both of them are different colored apples. My DRSO, Syria 2, is the good red apple, and my XSP is the rotten green one, the rotten green apple, which is Syria 1. So let's start off with Syria 1. Me and her had our history as friends. We started off as friends all the way in 2022. I thought she was a cool person and she was always openly willing to talk to me. However, the thing with her is usually she just had a few conversations with me and then will go into hiding. Until 2023 is when we became really close. This was during the time we both were in a conflicting life stage. At first, I thought she was someone I could connect with because she's someone who has the same life views as me. Knowing how it feels to get screwed over and everything. We always vented to each other about our struggles. Me venting about how much discontent I feel with constantly having my manifestations and desires ripped away from me and given to someone else. And how vengeful it makes me feel. Always feeling like I was never gonna succeed in companionship and the love life area, despite the fact that I evolved and did self-improvement work at the time. I constantly always heard her out about how heartbroken she felt about her ex, her views on men and everything. Even though I didn't agree with some of the stuff I said, no, even though I didn't agree with some of the stuff she said, I still heard her out. Then she ghosted me. I would continue to do me after that. Shifting journey, gym, YouTube channel, etc. Fast forward 6 months later, she comes back into my life after I manifested her back. Yay! This time we both evolved as people. I became the anti-hero who goes into things for myself, and she looked the best she ever did. We would pretty much pick off where we left off. Then I figured she was, or I thought was, the person for me, so I asked her out. Since that day, things haven't been the same. Like, we still remain friends and everything, but she constantly actively tried to kill my momentum. When I would vent out about my justifiable frustrations, she would belittle me and make me feel less of myself. Not even like in a mean way either, like in a friendly way, which is even worse. Because at least when they belittle you in like a mean way, you at least know like you're dealing with a fake ass person, a fake ass bitch. It never did work though because I know my worth. She constantly told me she just wasn't interested in a relationship, just wants to do her, but then she ghosted me again. Except this time I had found out she had gotten with someone else. So everything I vented to her about, she actually never told me she was on the enemy's side. I constantly made my voice heard, so she did this knowing how it would make me feel. Which makes her a sicko as well, because everything she claimed to be against, she is. She is what she hates. Talks about how people wronged her and how her ex chose a girl over her, and look here, she did that exact same thing to me. Was I sad? Hell no, that's some cuck shit. I ain't gonna fucking chase after a fucking person who had no problem pulling the rug from me. Instead, it filled me up with more rage, vengeance, evilness. It motivated me to. It motivated me even more to get out the revenge subliminals. That's one thing about me, though. I'm the most spiteful guy you're ever gonna meet, man, and I am not a good dude whatsoever. All right. So yeah, actions have consequences, though. Remember that. She was a monster. That was my moment. She took away from me, so it's my turn to take from her. Actions have consequences. Each day I use the revenge subliminal will show that, you know? Because each day I use the revenge subliminal, it will show that actions will have consequences. If not, it is already. So, Syria 1 is a hypocrite, pathological liar, gaslighter, and has no problem screwing over people. I love my friends and everything, but not to this much. Not to this point. If I find out you're like this, you're done in my eyes, and I will embarrass you on the way out of my life. Like I said, complete monster. I hate people who want to play victim, yet exactly are what they hate. On to more positive things. Let's talk about Syria 2. Syria 2 is a good friend of mine ever since we were 12. We met in 2016 on the last week of 6th grade in middle school. We spent all summer hanging out, and we just had an instant bond. Same life views, similar interests, same things in common. Eventually, the inevitable happened, and we ended up gaining feelings for each other. And we got to the talking stage. Then in August of 2016, I asked her to be my GF. We would get into drama together with people who didn't like us and started off the school year, 7th grade, on a high note. Feuding with people in school was hella fun. No matter what, we always stuck by each other's side. For the rest of middle school and high school, all the way up to present day. She's so attentive, caring, loving, authentic at all times, and she's misunderstood because not everyone likes her, but guess what? They don't like me too, so we're both polarizing. I cannot wait to see Syria 2 in the next life. Syria 1 deserves to burn in hell for what she did to me, and should be apologizing to me for what she did. Good thing I manifested karma on her in advance before this happens. She didn't even know that at all, you know? So yeah, so when I constantly told her I'm gonna manifest revenge on people who wronged me, like whoever wronged me, she did not know that she was gonna be on that list too, you know, in case something happened. Which I will get back to in a second. Syria 2, on the other hand, has always stuck by me ever since we first met. By the way, going back to that conversation though, no one will ever bring this up, so I will. Even before everything happened with Syria 1, your guys' intuition is hella powerful. Because, for some reason, I was getting comments like, oh, sorry she didn't choose you, or it's sad she didn't choose you. Yet nothing happened yet at the time, you know? I guess I sort of knew that too, which is why I manifested karma on whoever was going to be the victim if they took what's mine. But yeah, that's crazy though, you know, how all of our intuitions just connected for that specific moment. So our intuition is hella strong. However, if we're going to mention Syria 1, it will be nothing but slander. Because, yeah, what she did was hella fucked up. But with Syria 2, that's the only Syria we're going to put over. And actually, going to talk positively about. As it should be, of course, you know? Of course, if you, been screwed in life, you should not look at that person who did that to you in a positive manner, you know? We should forget about you. Or if we're going to mention you, we're going to do nothing but, give you a bad name. But only people I will reward, are ones that will actually stick by me till the end. And that person is Syria 2. That's it, I'm out.